Sheldon with a hour of the day.
Welcome to this episode of Hour of the Day. My name is Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. Now, this episode of Hour of the Day is brought to you by what? Bit Africa. Bit Africa is a platform where you can go and trade your Bitcoin. Download the Bit Africa app and use it to trade your Bitcoin. Right now, they are in Cameroon, safe. Bit Africa, then they enter everywhere. Yes, Bit Cameroon, Bit everywhere. They are coming. So yes, if you are into the trading of Bitcoin, that's a platform for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't know if I have to resume my patapa way of telling people to, subscribe to the channel, because it'd be like there is stagnation or there is the growth has stunted. Yes, stunted growth. So I need to remind you people to, because the views that we get and the subscribers that we have, they correlate. Some of you, they tell me, say, they forget to subscribe. Hey. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. When you go on Nigeria Twitter, Michael Blackson is being dragged. And it be sake of some posts he can make about the election with regards to how the youth for not put them eyes for the elected leaders, the president, and things that they should, do something for themselves, do something with their lives, and a lot of things, you understand. And for those who don't know, Michael Blackson is a, Ghanaian, Liberian, American comedian, you understand. He's been in Ghana for some time. He comes and he goes. He's built a school in somewhere in Agona, and I respect him for that. You understand? Because for someone to, go and come and do this in a deprived community, like one of the remotest areas in the country, it be commendable. So I respect him for what he has done here, and he will continue to do with the Michael Blackson Foundation. But this particular statement is quite unfortunate. And I feel like if you are in a position of privilege, some of these things for not come from you, because it trigger people, it vex people. And that is why people have moved to him on Nigeria Twitter. And you see, this is not even Nigeria specific. The statement no be Nigeria specific. They make the thing they look like if you are really, really demanding accountability, demanding the betterment of the country from your president, the people that you have elected into position of power, it be bad thing. You understand? And I go like, nah, bro, you can say that. Because from where you are standing right now, you are in a position of privilege. People have taken the elections personal because their livelihood and their lives depend on it. Their future, they depend on them. Job opportunities, they depend on them. Security, they depend on them. This is not just about putting money in anybody's pocket. This is about life and death. You understand? So when you see the youth actively involved in politics, criticizing or people in positions of power, trying to, let their voices heard and things like this statement, when you put it in such a way like this now, it look unfortunate. This is the statement, and I read. This message is to anyone that is not happy with who their president is. You can't live your life depending on a president. Just work hard and let God be your leader. You can't depend on a president for you to be successful in life. Since I went to America, I have seen 7 different presidents, and none of them changed my life. I changed my life by the grace of God. Don't give man the power. Don't give man that much power. You can do it without them. Be a leader yourself, not a follower. Reagan was an uncle, so I didn't know when he was real or acting. Bush Senior was confused. Bush Jr. was slow. Clinton had side chicks. Obama smoked Marlboros. Trump was nuts, and Biden forced every 1 week. I couldn't depend on none of them. Mother suckers. I made it on my own. You see, the latter part of the post, it be like humor. He has laced it with humor. But hear me out. First, then second paragraphs. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Michael, this is where you got it all wrong. This is where you got it all wrong. Listen, people take interest in some of these. You said what? Since I went to America, so you say when they I Google your name, it be Ghanaian Liberian. Why you not stay for Liberia? Why you not stay for Ghana? Bro, systems do not work over here. Do you know why you have succeeded in America? Because systems do work. People work and they pay them for what they deserve. People put in the hustle and they get paid. There are structures, there are systems, efficient systems working. That is what people are demanding over here. So if you have been privileged to make it to America, you have made it over there. Bro, do you know the number of comedians we have in this country? Why have they not built schools for the people in the villages and things? Why have they not built? Why? So don't make it look like, oh, it's like we are solely dependent on what? The existence of the government to survive. No. All we want is enabling environment. Nobody wakes up and they look up to Adudi say make it so. Like, let me look up to Adudi and make us say go make the system where I go make rich, or Adudi go send me money. No. Everybody for this country wake up and they work. But what are you work, bro? For what shall it profit you to work your ass out? And for the country to what? Borrow themselves into bankruptcy. Then they increase prices of commodities. They tax everything. Air, you they breathe, then they tax them. Condoms, cutlasses, everything. How do you survive in such an environment? It is not even sensible and outrageous. I'm not saying other countries don't pay, but the salary self you are getting. Look, minimum wage. Compare it. Compare minimum wage in America and Ghana, and you will cry for us. How do you survive in such an environment? So when people are crying, when people are trying to demand, better things from their government, they are criticizing their government, they are venting their spleens on the government. It's not like their life is solely dependent on them. No. I don't wake up and look up to Adudi to give me money to eat. Or no. All I they want to say, Adudi, do things where it go make the economy open, so that when I put in the effort, it go be reflective in my pocket. Is that not all we they work for? What do you want now? No politics, no on this can. But what we are saying is make it make sense. Were we not here when pensioners were, demonstrating for their money? Teachers, my head said to pay me. Teachers, somebody go fit teach for 30 years and then you take home pay to 5,000 Ghana cedis. 30 years of teaching, 30 years of teaching, 30 years of teaching, if they go home, you take home pay with 5,000 Ghana cedis. How you for survive? And if the person talks about like the government being unempathetic and insensitive, you think what? We are solely dependent on the government and we shouldn't depend on the government for us. No, that is not what. No, nobody is depending on anyone. It is their job to make sure that the environment is enabled for the youth, for the working class, for everyone. People go to hospitals. People give birth. They born you into hardship. They born you into hardship because they're born in a cement sooner but there are no beds. If you are sick in this country and they take you to Kolebu or Rage, where you don't get protocol over that form, you go sleep for mat top for floor. People shouldn't talk about this. The systems are not working. We shouldn't demand. Are we not the one voting them? Are they not the ones saying they are going to serve us? Some of them will go to court. Like, Nankamide, I don't even understand. You say you want to serve me. I said no. You say you are going to court. By force, you want to serve me. Is it by force? If you go restaurant, I don't like this waitress. I didn't need another one. Then the other waitress, by force, now I'm bringing your food. I want to serve you. Is it by force? What do we not see in this country? Political class, they live in opulence. Right, where? No be IMF will go borrow money. Do you think who is going to pay the money? So make look like no, don't do that. This is life and death. People are fighting for their lives. If if you did this country, they see, say, 60-year plus, 60, 70-year-old men and women demonstrating. Then they pick it the Ministry of Finance or wherever. Then they go present them grievances to them, talking about like taking they take them monies from them and things. You for like this thing for make you know say if you grow old in this country without a plan, you are dead. You are gone. I've seen it. Chief Justice Kwadwo, former Chief Justice of this country. Do you know at some point she's like the 4th highest person in the land or on the land? Them take Duam. Now Kwadwo till a pass. No. So Michael, this one you got it wrong. That is why you said America. You became successful in America because systems are working over there. Recently you were granted citizenship. Why you not throw them away? No. Let's do the comparative analysis. Why you not start saying I traveled to Liberia and Ghana? No. You traveled to America. Today I see for the news, they say 100 nurses, they have left Pantai Hospital. They've exodus of nurses. They have left some of them are leaving the country. 100. Right now, if I go back, I they unlock my 6 dogs because I live in Pantai. And the nurses are also running away. Who knows what will be the next atrocity in my hood? So, bro, Michael, wait, and you're long thing. As I said, I respect you for a lot of things you have done, and you are doing in the communities. But you got this wrong. You got this wrong. Nobody wake up say they can't depend on some abiding for survival. No. We just want enabling environment. We want functioning system. We want effective system. We want the system to work. If the system is working, bro, nobody if unemployment day on the low, where people get jobs to do, we move. That is all we want. So don't make it. Yes, I get it. We shouldn't put our hopes and human being for not have that power over our life. But bro, whether you like it or not, that is why it is a system of government. If the top is not working, everything. Recently, Michael Blackson, was on Twitter. He ranted for a week about how Ghana Revenue Authority, then they tax the things they carry come this country inside. Like outrageous amount of money Ghana Revenue Authority, they charge them on the products they take come build the schools and things. Why was he fighting? 1 week, chairman was fighting. 1 week, he was tweeting back to back, dragging them back to back. Why was he tweeting? No. So the same way he was on Twitter fighting the Ghana Revenue Authority, saying at some point he said he is going to lead the youth to even, present our grievances to the government. So I don't understand what he's talking about. No. If you have been following him, he's basically out there trying to tell people that let us fight for our right. At some point, he said he was going to lead the youth. He needed some youth to form some political party or something. And for him to come and say this. Now, bro, Mike, please. Where do you stand? We don't depend on politicians for survival. We don't. And I'm also sick and tired of people, the youth are lazy, the youth are this and this and this. I'm sick and tired. Bro, all we need be enabling environment. All we need for the system, the system for work. That be all. If we work, we move. So maybe I talk my own finish, but then this was not in any way to disrespect him or anything. He's done a lot. He's doing a lot for the communities. But we are fighting for our lives. A common DNA. If you are in a position of privilege, you got American visa. Me tell a green, my passport check like Untombre leaves. You got American passport. Do you know how they disrespect my passport everywhere I go? Even in the continent, traveling within Africa, they take your passport, they show them in the vex. My own people, they disrespect my passport. Do you know the shit we go through? Please, Bra Mike, please. Me tell me, my head bash me, but I see that thing. I say, oh, boss. Because you see, the way the Nigerian people vex, they say, like, you see, like, the way the Nigerian youth, they have been through a lot. NSAS, unemployment, insecurity in the country, a lot of things they happen. And they have come together to effect a change by, deciding to vote for, a certain candidate where, go their way. So then vex. And that was like a conscious effort to, replacing like a government where they still say like, they don't do anything. So for him to come and say this, I said, bro, what's up? That'd be quite insensitive because no. We people know the social media where people are gunned down at the answers. Yes, people have been through a lot. All this thing for nothing, we shouldn't come on, man. Bro, Michael, don't do that. Don't do that. This one, apparently, I disagree. That is my opinion, though. That is my opinion because, look, like, this message is to anyone that is not happy with who their president is. You can't live your life depending on a president. Just work hard and let God be your leader. If you go vote, you see God in picture for the thing top. If you go vote, 2024, you see you vote, right? Next year, you will see God trading on APC. Do you see trading on representing APC or DSTV party? Do you see everything we want put for God in top? System we for work. Hospital, government forget sense buy bed put you want trading upon Yankopon. You think God not get things do or what? Now best for the hospital the Yankopon Juma. Sir carpenter Juma. Jesus Christ in era he end with giant. Joseph the carpenter in era he stop. Do you see God on the ballot paper? You people compare be sitting V8 and E8 and F9. When it is time to demand accountability, somebody to say that we shouldn't depend on our government. And there shouldn't be elections. Everybody for living life. There shouldn't be functioning system. There should be like a free society, everybody for doing things. Don't tell me about that God issue. God no day ballot paper talk. It is the duty and responsibility of the government to make sure that the country is prospering with the help of God. If the country, the leaders are foolish, God go jail in eyes. You think God no get work do? Nyankopon they try fix my hairline for me. Most somebody God this, God that. You don't respect. Just work hard and let God be your leader. And you're going into political party. Yes, if God is going to now, bro, come on. I'll just go take it on a lighter side of to say he's a comedian, so he probably they understand some of these things. So I'll go take it on the surface value. Work hard and let God be your leader. This is why we know the move no. This is common sense. Yankopon by conversation with me. Oko hospital, what do you not see? Have you seen Kwalebu? What may God do? Yankopon a contractor. You people they put a lot of nonsense on God, and what they want the God for vex and slap people like, bro, are you crazy? Is it my job? God, somebody the create human being or no what declare about the people yeah. I'm a genius say come and rule the world. If you know be Adam in Kwasia Saman Kabana, we still there they do a see me rolling. Where chairman to go eat apple, where we start the suffer. Now, if chairman go eat apple where we start the suffer, I'm a virgin and say, let God be your leader. God is our leader. God the leader. He the leaders. But it is not God's work to come and tell you, say, nah, call hospital, bro, them both recently not be right, bro, the health system said be trash. People they go born, then they go born for hospital, they don't get money, say they will take pay. Black Sheriff recently went to the hospital to pay for some. Rose, Kiddies, Michael Blackson really vexed me. Recently, Kiddies then they take boat to the go work, they go school, cross go another village, town for school. The boat don't go capsize, kill all of them. Do you know what the Minister for Education come out to come talk? He said what? They are going to build schools in the community now and they will name it after the dead children. How is God going to be a leader? Put some respect. See, respect God. We make kiddies die, or kiddies take a boat. They go another town for school. Then they go school. All they want is education. Nobody has sense to build school in their town. Them die finish, They say they are going to build schools in their town. And they are going to name it after them. Of what relevance is the education infrastructure in that town to them right now that they are dead? Please. Hey! Now more than 2024, see at the country. Let's go. More than God and God. I think who you should common sense? Nyankopo wa bread any stupidity. Me say kwala omo tibo to the capsize all of them died. Then they built a school in their town then they named the school after them. What you know? They have named Kwaku Cranton boat capsize community development school. This is the system we are fighting. We are all part of the problem. Mr. For be part. Now, the 2024 make some politician can pass my house in front, say, oh, take t-shirt. Oh, there.